kings and queens, I want to welcome y'all back to the second rendition of the Strong Black Woman edition. And today we're going to be talking about a super fly woman, Bessie Coleman. And if you ain't heard about her, let's learn about her. Bessie Coleman was born January 26, 1892 in Atlanta, Texas, not Georgia. She was born to a father who was part African American, part Native American, and a mother who was full African American. She used to work in the fields as a young woman, helping her father, helping the family. And then after working in the fields, when she hit the age of 18, she made her first attempt to attend the university, Langston University of Oklahoma. Due to financial hardships, she was only able to make it through one semester. At the age of 23, she decides to move up north to Chicago with her brothers. Of course, during this time, the industrial boom was happening and there was a huge migration of Negroes from the south to the north. She was a part of that migration. Now, while working in Chicago, because of course she had to work, she worked in the White Sox barbershop as a manicurist. While she was there and intermingling with her brothers, she heard stories of World War I. Hearing these stories about pilots doing tricks and all type of amazing feats overseas. Hearing these stories motivated her and inspired her to want to become a pilot herself. After hearing the stories about the pilots and the inspiration just bubbling up, she had to tell people what she was aspiring to do. And every woman, every man she told shot her down, denied her dream, said it was impossible, it would never happen. But you know what? People like Bessie Coleman don't listen to the naysayers. They go for it anyway. Instead of listening to these naysayers, she decided to seek guidance of her own. She found a man named Robert Abbott, the editor and publisher of the Chicago Defender, and he advised her to learn French and study abroad. So she went to the School of Berlitz Language School in Chicago, learned French. Then she received a scholarship from Jesse Bing and the Chicago Defender, and she made her way across the water. November 20th, 1920, Bessie Coleman makes her way across the water to France. This is where she decides to study aviation, due to the simple fact that international studies was so much easier. In America, they hated black people. Couldn't nobody black get any kind of knowledge going on. Internationally, not the same type of stress. So, in June 15, 1921, she graduated from the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale as the first black Native American woman to do so. After completing her studies abroad, she made her way back to the United States, with the receiving of many cheers, hollers, all of the naysayers, all the white people. Anybody who told her no is now celebrating her name, because she is the first to accomplish something they considered impossible. Now that she's back in the United States, she's still out there. The admiration doesn't bring in dollars, so she still has to make sure she works. She's doing air shows, she's holding lectures. She started up a beauty supply school in Orlando. She's doing all the things that she could think she could possibly do to make funds so she could buy her plane and start her flight school, because her true goal to teach aviation to other African Americans. Sadly, Bessie Coleman passed at a very young age, leaving many of her things left undone. But as far as that aviation school, a man named William J. Powell in 1929 established the Bessie Coleman Aero Club in order to teach young African American women how to fly planes. Bessie Coleman was a huge influence in certain aero groups, such as the Five Blackbirds, the Flying Hobos, and most famously known, the Tuskegee Airmen. Bessie Coleman, aka Queen Bessie, aka Brave Bessie, was one of the strongest and most determined women. She has left her mark with many men, many women, all throughout history. Her name is still ringing to this day. Organizations ringing with her name in it because of her perseverance, because of the goals she strived to accomplish. She is a big part of our Black history, and I salute Bessie Coleman. And that's all for Blackout Fridays. Please like, share, subscribe, drop a little comment, tell me how you feel, and I'm out.